My dear friends, I hope this finds you well. This week and over the next few days, students all over the country are making their way back to the classroom as we begin yet another academic year. Many of you will have seen the information floating around social media about the rising costs of private education here in Victoria and amongst Jewish schools especially. And it's this issue of the rising costs of education that is one of the most serious issues that the Jewish community faces in the diaspora. And with the rising costs in education, there are, of course, rising expectations. Parents paying a lot of money for a private school education expect a lot from the schools, and makes sense. So I want to use this as an opportunity to bless the teachers in the schools with the insight and the tools and the creativity to teach and to inspire the next generation in the best way possible. But of course, this is also an opportunity to bless the students with an open mind and the patience and the inner strength to be able to sit and to learn and to grow. But I want to focus now on blessing the parents. Because yes, we do send our children off to a school in order to become educated. And there's some parts of education that we can delegate. We are not all mathematicians. We are not all Talmudic scholars. We are not all gym teachers. We need to we hire the best people in order to educate our kids. But certainly when it comes to Jewish education, we know that education begins at home, because Jewish education is not just about acquiring knowledge. If it was, then all you need to do is send your kid off to school. But Jewish education is about learning how to be a mensch. Jewish education is to learn how to be compassionate. And it's also about opening us up to be in a relationship with Hashem. And those things we cannot delegate to schools, because it's really in the home environment that our kids learn what it means to be a mensch, and they learn what it means to be a servant of God. So yes, we can't necessarily teach our kids how to learn Gemara. There's some things that we might have. We might have deep holes, big gaps in our own Jewish education. But by committing ourselves to our own growth, to our own spiritual development, by showing our kids how we sanctify our time for the sake of the Jewish community, how we volunteer our time, whatever it is, whatever you're passionate about, by showing our kids those things, that's truly what they learn, how they learn what it means to be a Jew. In last week's Parsha, we of course received the Torah and this great big vision with thunder and with lightning and a profound, powerful experience. And then in this week's Parsha, in Parshat Mishpatim, it's broken down into details. We learn all the nitty-gritty of the ins and outs, because of course the vision, the experience of Har Sinai is almost worthless if it's not translated into the day-to-day. And so we as parents truly hold the greatest responsibility when it comes to educating our kids about the day-to-day. They see just how we live our lives. They can get the most first-rate Jewish education at the best schools in the world, but if they don't see us committed and dedicated and passionate about the things that we want to give to them, unfortunately, very often it does not translate. And so I want to use this as an opportunity to bless our parents as well. And even if people do not have kids, let us all find within ourselves the strength to be committed and dedicated to our own personal growth, to show others how to live through the way that we live. May we have the ability to bring down that experience of Har Sinai into the day-to-day. We cannot delegate Jewish education to schools. Jewish education is a partnership between schools and parents and the community. We all need to work on this together, and so I want to bless all of us for this new year with great success. May we understand what it means to be a Jew, to be opened up to learning, to be compassionate, to be intellectually curious, to be intellectually honest, all of these things that are part of our rich tradition. May we find success this year. May this be a beautiful year. May we all just go from strength to strength. And with that, I wish you a Shabbat Shalom.